Magnus, Omloop Nieuwsblad is one of the biggest races in the spring, but still the peloton somehow gave away the victory a bit, I think. I mean, of course, nobody wants to say low words about the winners, but there was no chase, or too late of a chase. Why?
I think this year you can. I was expecting this to happen at some point, and it probably will happen again when you have more teams with more strong riders, and who's going to take charge, who has the best team, who's going to have to take the responsibility. And it's a new situation in women's cycling, I think, and with that it will happen again this year for sure. Everyone is looking at the other to chase, and today no one wanted to chase. In the end, it's an opportunity missed for a lot of riders. But I also take my hat off to IKEA and to WinSpace to take the opportunity, get out there and to just do their race. Every so often these things happen and you have to make the most of it. So big congratulations to them.
Definitely. I mean, it was a strong ride, and it's also strong riders that were in the front group. Elena Pirone is not somebody nobody knows. Lotte Claes was second at the World Championships in duathlon 2 or 3 years ago, and top 20 Tour de France last year. So the teams knew who was in the front, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everyone is getting the numbers from the Commissaires car who's in the breakaway, so everyone knew who was in there. But I think it's the power struggle between the big teams in the peloton, who's going to chase. Today this turned out. I was sitting there basically waiting to see the team car starting to drive up next to each other and start talking, but no one did. And I think that's because, like I said, this is a new situation in women's cycling, and for sure it will sort itself out. But it's going to take a little bit of time. So maybe for the next couple of races it will be super close controlled instead. But it makes it exciting in the end.
Talked to some riders and they said, we actually don't understand why we didn't chase. So why our team is not putting somebody in. Can you understand that, or is it actually really the problem of the sports directors then?
No, I understand the riders. I mean, at the end of the day, they take the orders from the sport directors of what to do, and if the sport directors say we don't ride, then we don't ride. It's a very difficult position for the riders to be in, for sure. But at the end of the day, it's sometimes easy to just have a word with a couple of the riders from the different teams and say, you put 2, we put 2, you put 2, and then we go full gas for a bit and bring it back to something that's more controllable. And sometimes the riders also have to take the responsibility and take that on their own. They don't want to lose the race if the sport directors are playing the games. But it's this is what makes cycling so special, is that we have all these different levels of tactics being played out, and riders versus riders, sport directors versus other sport directors, and that's what's interesting.